Hello, if anyone's out there, say something, or otherwise, I'll just sit here and wait till somebody does say something. I'm, yeah, I'm starting to get a little anxious. Christina, how you doing? Thanks for coming. Uh, I am getting very short until I retire. Thank you, Christina, for coming. I got 3 more weeks, which is 12 more working days till I retire. I retire on April 10th. I'll, I'll say this every week until actually April 11th. Then I'll say I'm actually retired. I got 58 more days till I leave for the Philippines. Yes, I've already paid for my plane tickets. I included my onward ticket, which I don't plan on using. I plan on staying in the Philippines, but it's required to have an onward ticket, so I have it. I went and bought an actual ticket instead of doing some other things. I'm going to have to get a little more serious about going through stuff and getting rid of it. I was laying in bed last night and it dawned on me how close it is. I mean, up until last night, it was off in the distance, even though I was counting down the work days. It still seemed like it was off in the distance. And then last night, like I said, I had an epiphany, which means, I realized it was finally how close I am to getting to going. So, yeah, that's when it hit me last night that I'm almost ready to retire. Hey, Danny. So now let's see. Now, if I remember right, are you in the Philippines now? I know another guy I know. They should be there now. If I remember right, you left this week. And this other guy, if I remember right, he left this week. Now, maybe he's leaving this Monday, but he's leaving a lot earlier than he was planning on leaving, him and his wife and son. My own boot talk. We appreciate it, Danny. Like I was saying, it hit me last night just how close to retirement I am. Like I said, I've been counting it down, but like I said, it didn't really dawn on me until last night. I mean, that's when it hit me that I was actually going to be leaving soon. Yeah, yeah, it's Sunday morning there. Then if you're in the Philippines, and I hope Irene's doing well. Uh, hey, Mike, how you doing, man? Uh, so yeah, well, we're like I said, I'm really starting to feel a little anxious. Like I said last night, laying in bed, it dawned on me just how close to retirement I am. And like I said, as you all know, I include how close I am in my live streams, but it really didn't hit me until last night. Only 12 more working days, 3 more weeks. Uh, and I still got a lot of stuff I got to do. Now, not as far as getting my hotel rooms, I got all that done. I got my plane tickets all bought. Like I said, I bought my onward ticket because unlike Danny, uh, I'm glad to hear that, Danny. Unlike Danny, I'm not married to a Filipina. So I don't know if Danny's got a 13A in the works or already has one. I'm not sure. That's Danny's business. This is going to be my first time there since my Navy days. Uh, my plan is to stay there minimum a year and a half, maybe two, minimum. Hey, Dan, how's it going, man? To see how well I like it. I'll be honest with you. So San, how you doing, Silk San? But anyway, I don't expect Cebu City to be my final destination in the Philippines. It may be, but whether it is or not, I still want to go visit places like Davao City, Iloilo, Dumaguete, Valencia area. I'd like to go up and see Tim in Angeles Clark area. I want to go to Manila sometime because I want to go see the Venice Grand Canal Mall and the cemeteries there outside of Clark and in Manila. There's some places I want to visit. Whether I find my forever resting place or forever home or my final whatever you want to call it, where I'm going to stay at, whether that's Cebu City or somewhere else. I still want to check those places out. And so, we'll be doing that. Now, I won't do much traveling when I first get there, as y'all know. I want to get that taken care of. So a lot of my money the first few months is going to be getting my teeth done. That's one of the reasons why I want to say minimum 6 months in Cebu. I'll probably go for a year. I'm looking at getting hold of a JRC in the Philippines, and I having him help me with Lorraine, finding a place to live in Cebu. And then if I decide I want to go for the SRRV, the military one, I'll use his agency for that as well. The one reason why I decided to do it with JRC, he has offices in Cebu, he has offices in Dumaguete, he has offices in Manila, and he's got a wide ranging group of people that you can deal with. So, like I said, I've been taking care of things or figuring things out, but I still gotta go through my clothing. I bought a bunch of new UVF 50 shirts. This happens to be a polo. I got a regular polo shirt, but it's regular short sleeve, similar to this color. I'm going to be getting rid of all those shirts. All the shirts that are not SUV, I'll be getting rid of. And by getting rid of, I mean I'll donate them to these clothes places. I'll start getting rid of some shoes. I'm going to have to go through my movie collection, decide what to do with it. I'll probably just get rid of all my movies and my CDs, the music CDs. But like I said, I got to start doing that stuff. I've got a friend of mine, her brother, his wife and son. When I go up to see my nephew and brother-in-law up in Rochester area, they want to go with me that day. We'll go see my brother-in-law. He's in rehabilitation, and we'll go see him. Then they probably go on to see. They got a really nice children museum in Rochester, so they'll take her nephew to that. He's in grade school. He'll really enjoy it. I've taken my nephews there. I took her daughter. We took her daughter there one time too, and so it really is a nice museum for kids. It's a children's museum. And they got a science museum there too. So, and I don't know if I'll go with them on that. I haven't decided. I may. Then I'll stay with my nephew for a night if I do that, maybe two. Then go back to Terre Haute and visit with the family back home. Come back, stop and see my nephew again and my brother-in-law. Come back down here, sell my car, and I'll be booking out. And we got Jerry coming up. Hey, Jerry, thanks for coming.
Hey, we're here.
Yeah. Mike, as far as putting them online, I don't want to deal with that. I just assume give them to my nephew and let him do it. Help him out. Maybe he can split the money with me. We'll see. Yeah, it's crunch time, Dan. You're really getting down to crunch time. Like I said, I was laying in bed last night, and that's when it really dawned on me just how close it is to the time for me to retire. as you all know, I've been counting down for quite a while.
Yeah.
And but it finally dawned on me just how close. Last night, laying in bed, and so yeah. But yeah, like I said, of all the most of the plans, as far as what I got to do for the trip itself. Now, I'm not talking about my apartment, squaring away my apartment and getting rid of my stuff. I'm talking about the trip itself. That's pretty much all taken care of. I got two of my. I'm going to take two check-in bags. I got them pretty well packed. I'll finish packing them just before I leave. But I've already got them halfway packed, if not more. I got to add this because I got a lot of shirts I'm taking because my size, it's hard to find clothing my size in the Philippines. So I'm taking quite a few shirts with me. Certain ones I'll pack them and won't take. Some I'll be wearing until I'm ready to go. But I'll have to pack some of those up and put them in there. I won't take all of my shirts back to Terre Haute. I'll decide what ones to take then, and I'll pack the rest away. I've checked with both airlines that I'm traveling. It's United Airline and Air Canada. They both have the same requirements for my luggage, my carry-on luggage. There's not a weight limit on it. I just got to be able to pick it up by myself and lift it into the overhead bin. The size is the same size, which I have the right size for that. And I will keep it light enough. It'll be fairly light because I'm going to be taking some shirts, some cargo shorts, some sandals, what I use for shower shoes, a pair of house slippers, and some toiletries, shaving kit, and two brothers. Take the shirts that show off your sexy body. Boy, if I can find those, I'll get them. Where do I find that girdle? I'm sorry, guys. I don't believe I have a sexy body. But yeah, so yeah, oh God.
Send yourself a Balikbayan box. Well, I guess once you're over there.
I thought about sending one, but it costs so much. It costs less just to pay to take an extra suitcase with me.
Yeah, well, I don't know now, but when I last time I sent a Balikbayan, it cost about $90.
Yeah.
A
Well,
box.
see, now are you in an area that will pick up from your place?
No, I got to go to the store and take it there. It's
See, I would too. Plus, then they got to ship it down to New York City.
yeah. Here they got to go to Houston.
Yeah, but New York, it just costs so much more because of all the transportation of it, and it's like depends on the way they're talking over here. It's like the weight on it, and it's like $200 or more, and it's like,
Over here they just give you the box and you stuff it up to the rim. Of course, you can't. It can't be sticking out. It's got to be flat on the flaps.
Yeah,
and you're set.
I thought about that. I thought about DHL because DHL would pick it up, but it's so much money for 50 pounds, and it's so much more money over that. And I don't plan on taking more than 50 pounds. And you can have each luggage that you check can be up to 50 pounds. And I don't plan on having either one at 50. I mean, about 45 or so, but not 50.
It's just for the clothes.
Huh?
For the clothing.
I'm taking plenty of clothing with me. And that's counting the clothing in those bags. So, it's just because I'm taking some pictures, some stuff that I don't want to get rid of. I may not open it up until I find out where I want to live, but I don't want to get rid of the stuff. It's family photos that I don't
Yeah.
have negatives for, so I can't get them remade and that kind of stuff. So, and then I got a couple of books I want to take with me, school books, and I should say school yearbooks. Uh, I'm not I'm not that crazy about my senior year book, but my sophomore junior years, I want to take at least my junior year, if not my sophomore year. Uh, and then maybe one of my Navy cruise books, or maybe both of them. But those are things I can't replace.
Yeah.
But that adds weight,
Yeah.
and so and then I'm taking some of my CPAP equipment. I'm going to pack into those check-in bags. It's extra stuff that I would have to buy and replace, like extra mask, nasal pillows, filters. I got a water reservoir, extra one of those, the hoses, the straps for the mask. So just stuff I got that I'd be able to use that stuff. I can go a year without buying more if I take it with me, and it's already paid for. So I'm going to take it. And so those things are light, but they take up room. And so, I got a couple different kinds of filters. You got the one that goes in the machine itself, and then I got one that goes on the hose, which helps cuts down even more pollutants getting into my lungs. And because that's what it is, you're forcing air into your through your nasal passage down into your lungs. So you want to cut out as much pollution and as you can. When I say pollution, I'm talking about the mini particles, the minute particles, whatever you want to call them, the dust, and all that kind of stuff, that's in the air. So this helps cut all that stuff down. And so I'm taking that stuff with me. I got some tape that you can put over your mouth, which help. I don't use that very often, but they have it. No, Dad, I'm not wearing any see-through shirts. I don't want to make the women jealous. So, and I don't want to scare myself. But yeah, so it's just that kind of stuff. So, like I said, if I wasn't, on a CPAP, I probably could cut everything down to one suitcase, but because of the stuff, by not taking my books too. But I want to take all my CPAP extra equipment and my those books. The pictures don't take up that much room because a lot of my pictures I do have negatives, and so those I won't take those pictures if I have negatives for them. I'll take the negatives. So if I decide to have them pictures made out, I'll do that. There's a good chance I won't ever put those pictures up, but I want them with me. I got the family photo for when my brother Jim and I both were home on leave from the Navy, and the whole family was there. All 7 kids, my mom and dad. It's one of the few times after my oldest sister moved to New York and Jim went in the Navy that we were all home at the same time until we got out. And so, that's matter of fact, I think that was the only time after all that happened that we were all home at the same time until, like I said, I got out. Once I got out, then there was times that we were all there. And then till my father passed away. So, I want those. Yes, the CPAP is free carry-on. But it's not quartered. It's not counted towards my weight. Yes, I already know all that. But I'm talking about the equipment that goes with it. Because the stuff that I have to have will be in the CPAP carry, but the extra equipment is not considered essential. like I said, I mean, I'll have the hose, I'll have the mask, I'll have all that inside. I got a carry on that comes with my CPAP, and all that kind of stuff will be in that. I'm talking about the spare stuff, the stuff that they're not going to say that's essential because I got what I need with the machine, and so it's all going to be in that because I'd have to put that in an extra carry on luggage, and we're not going to do that. Like I said, I got it packed up. I got it really a lot of stuff protecting it from being crushed. I'm still got to check into Tim suggested having a poster like thing that has stick that you can stick to your luggage with your own face on it. So when people try to take your luggage, they'll know it's not theirs because the picture won't match the people. And Tim said he did that with his luggage. So I'm thinking about getting a couple of those, like 4 of them. So both sides will show my face. So people will know, hey, that didn't belong to you. That belongs to that guy there. You're trying to steal somebody's luggage. I also got luggage that didn't have zippers because I've seen on a YouTube video where a guy took a ballpoint pen, and opened a luggage that was locked with a lock, but I had a zipper, and he was able to open up the zipper and get in and get stuff out of it. And it was a YouTube showing how it's done. So they were saying, nowadays don't buy the zip kind for, unless it's good. I guess your carry-on you could because you're going to keep an eye on it. But for your check-through, it's better to get the kind that doesn't have a zip and you have the latches that latch it shut. And with the TSA approved locks, that's what I have. Now people can get the lock and unlock that. But like I said, it's going to have my picture on there. So that'll help cut down on that. I got to go buy one of the Office Depot or Staples and see if I can get that done. And that's one of the things I still have to do for the trip itself. Pretty much everything else I got left to do is getting the apartment ready to clean it out and get it cleaned up, then I'd turn back over to the complex. I hope it is tight. I'm coming in. It'll be a little after 10 o'clock at night. And and the hotel has my WhatsApp number, which is my regular phone number here that I always use. I just had to download and I didn't know how you got one until I had to do it. But the hotel that's there in Lapu, they wanted my WhatsApp number so they could get a hold of me and to let me know that the guy's there to pick me up when I arrive. And so I went online, and a friend of mine actually has WhatsApp, and they were telling me how easy it was to do, so I did it. And then I got a hold of them and sent a message, hey, here's my WhatsApp number. Let me know if you need anything else, that kind of stuff. So we got that taken care of, which really made me happy to get that taken care of and out of the way. So, yeah, go ahead.
So I was gonna say I need to buy me a load before the end of April because I got a text letting me know that if with your SIM card you gotta keep it active every X number of months.
Yeah,
I don't want my Maya account or my Gcash account closed.
Oh, I don't blame
it's crazy how I have the Gcash isn't verified because I'm not a Filipino. I don't have an ID from over there, but my Maya account, MAYA, Tim and Dan would know about the Maya. That one is verified. I had no trouble verifying myself.
Yeah, but now Dan happens to have a Gcash account.
Yeah, I got them both. The Gcash I can only use it for load. When I was over there, I could only use it for load. But the Maya, I can transfer money to other people.
Well, you got to remember now, Dan's married to a Filipino.
Yeah.
So it might be under her name. I don't know, but he's got one he could use for anything. So
Yeah.
I'll get. I haven't decided. I'll probably get both myself. At least I'll get one of them. If I can use the one to pay bills, whichever one I can use to pay bills. That's the
Gcash
one.
would be the one. Yeah, Gcash is the one they would need to use.
Yeah, because like I said, I would rather use either Gcash or my cards to pay my bills as much as possible instead of having to go get the money and all that good stuff and carry that around with me. I think it would be easier to do that. I've gotten to the habit here that I use my cards to pay my bills, and then if it's not my direct bank card, I pay the credit card off every month. Now, one of the credit cards is the bank credit card that it's the same bank, but it's just the credit card instead of the bank card.
Yeah.
The other one is it's an outside credit card, and I use that for that's my Prime card, my Amazon credit card, and that's all I use it for. So I do have another bank card, another bank credit card for the bank that I will be using in the Philippines. That's my USAA Federal Savings Bank. I got the regular bank card, and I got a credit card through them. And those are the cards I'll use in the Philippines as much as possible.
Cebu City from the beach. Is it pretty far away?
No, not really. You're talking about Cebu City? No,
Yeah,
the
Cebu
Bear
City.
beaches, it's a little farther away, but there's beaches. To go from Cebu City to Mactan, the airport, you have to cross the water. They have 3 bridges that go across, so there's got to be some beaches there. You go to the SMC side, there's a beach there. That's at the end of Cebu City, but that's still Cebu City, I believe. But how good those beaches are, I couldn't tell you. The better beaches are on Mactan Island, and I think it's on the far side, away from Cebu City. That's where the resorts and all that stuff are at.
Yeah.
But so it depends on where you're at and the time of day, how long it would take you. During rush hour, it would take you a lot longer to get to them. But like I said, I'm going to be staying the first 2 nights. I'll be in Lapu-Lapu, which is on Mactan Island. It's about 10, 15 minutes away from the airport, the hotel that I'll be staying at. And then I'll be going over to Cebu City, Suite 18 Suites or Suite 18, whichever way it's called. I got, 8 days there. So it's 10 days total, I think. Maybe it's 10 days there, but I think it's only 8 days there. And then I got to get a place to stay. And so, but that should give me enough time. I'm going to use the first 2 days to relax in Lapu-Lapu. Because the first day, that's pretty well going to be shot when I get there. Even I mean, I'm going to sleep, get up. That first day's done. I only got 1 day actually there where I'm not doing anything. Because like I said, I get in at 10 o'clock at night. Well, I had to pay for that whole day.
Yep.
And they know I'm not getting in until 10 o'clock, so they know that, hey, you've already been paid. I'm coming in at 10. They're picking me up. And then I paid for the next day after that, so I don't have to worry about getting up real early after I get in that late at night. Because, after you flow that, been in the air and traveling for that length of time, it might take me a while to actually wind down. Because sometimes when I'm tired, I still can't sleep. Because your mind, is racing or going through certain things like, man, I'm here. It's going to be, man, I'm here. Now, when I went to the China, I didn't have any trouble getting to sleep. I got on the regular schedule. But I'm trying to think. I think I got there in the morning. I was able to stay up that day and go to bed that night and sleep that night. And I got there at night when we went straight to the hotel. But my sleep schedule was all right from the day I got there. I really didn't have that much trouble. Now, I flew from Erie, Pennsylvania to Detroit, and from Detroit to Beijing. And the flight from Detroit to Beijing was like 15 or 16 hours. And there was a couple hours from uh, Erie, Pennsylvania to Detroit. So I spent about 18 to 20 hours on that trip. So it was a shorter trip. This was going to be about 28 hours.
Jeez.
Like I said, I had no trouble adjusting to the time change. Now I had trouble coming back. So I'm hoping it's the same way this time. I'm hoping when I go over, I don't have much trouble adjusting.
Does that look like a piano?
What's that? Oh,
Does that look like a piano?
yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's just
Looks like the black and white keyboards.
yeah, it's a canvas. It's just for the poop.
Yeah.
So that way when they poop, all I gotta clean up is just the rinse that out.
Yeah.
And
Makes it easier, right?
yeah, because instead of on the plywood, you just clean that whatever they poop on the that's a 2x6,
Yeah.
and these are 2x6 and 2x8.
Okay.
No,
Now,
2x10.
Dan says they're developing a bay walk in the area of Seaside, and they're called New Star in Cebu City.
Yeah.
And he said the flight from San Francisco to Taipei damn near killed him.
Why is that?
Huh?
Why is that?
Just like I said, probably just because the length of time.
But he's in Cali, so he is a shorter time.
Yeah, but it's still though. It's still San Francisco to Taipei. Still a good little flight.
Yeah, it was a four. Damn, I think it was 16 or 18
Yeah,
from Houston.
Yeah, like I said, it's still a good little flight, and depending on how much rest you had or how much rest you was able to get, and
Yeah.
a lot of stuff comes into it. Hey, JG, thanks for coming.
I get a lot of sleep there depends on the layover. If it's a long layover, I usually sleep.
Well, San Francisco to Taipei wouldn't be any layover.
No, but from Taipei to the
Cebu,
Philippines.
or yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm flying into Tokyo, and it's about an hour and a half, I think, layover there, maybe an hour, 45 minutes, something like
That's
that.
pretty. Yeah, that's short.
And then I'm flying directly into Cebu. Dan said it was too long and many sick people on the plane, coughing and carrying on.
No, that's not good.
And JG, I'm hoping it is. Like I said, when I went to China, it was worth coming back home or coming back to the States. So I'm hoping it's going to be the same way, going over, not that much of an adjustment.
But
if that's the case, then I'll do quite well. But yeah, it just, I'll tell you, it's like I said last night. And I was on JG had a live stream last night. I went into his live stream for a little bit, and after I went to bed, that's when it really hit me that how short it is that I have till I retire. And like I said, and then after the retirement, it's like, all right, now I got to get this all done, and I want to try to get it all done within a week or so after I retire, so I can hit the road, go visit family and stuff. And what is that, 80?
About 80, 82.
Okay. I'd take that.
Yeah, we've been in the 80s for highs and the 60s at night. But last week we were in the 50s and 40s for lows.
Well, for me, I like the 80s and 70s. But
70s are great for lows.
I like 80, mid 80s to upper 80s for the high, and the mid 70s or so for the lows. Now I can take the mid 60s, but I prefer the mid 70s.
Yeah.
I
Just waiting for that one chicken.
yeah. I usually have a fan on, and but not always. But like I said, if it's in the 60s, I don't just open up the window. You don't need a fan as long as you don't have to worry about rain.
The wind's blowing out of the southeast out of the Gulf, but it's not humid. Not yet.
Now JG, that's what I want. JG said from PI, jet lag hits back in New York. Going to PI, I was energized. I make a dose vitamin C2 day prior to such a long flight. Vitamin C, yeah, I'll probably take some vitamin C. I'll probably have some gum with me to chew on because that'll help keep your ears out from being plugged up. If you chew the gum, it'll help pop your ears. And I got the earbuds that I can, as long as they're fully charged when I leave, they'll last the whole 28 hours. It's not a problem. Because I only use one earbud at a time, and each one of those will give me about 8 hours. And then have to put it back in the base and I'll recharge it. So you got the two of them, that'll give me about 32 hours worth of charge. Yeah, Dan, you probably should take some vitamin C. And you probably should take some now just to help. That'll probably help you. Or get some of that new, what is it, Alka-Seltzer Plus. I guess it's supposed to be good for flu and cold. Just do that plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. I've been getting that advertised on the radio here recently. Now, they don't say the plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. But they talk about the new Alka-Seltzer Plus. Supposed to be good for cold and flu. And it always makes me think of that old commercial with Celsi, the little boy made out of an Alka-Seltzer. And they'll go, oh, plop, plop, this is, oh, what a relief it is.
Yeah. The old Alka-Seltzer commercials.
Yeah. I don't blame you there, Dan. Like I said, I'll be taking some vitamin C before I go. I'll probably dose up on it a little bit before, a couple of days plus the day I leave. I don't know if I'll take any on the plane because I don't know what the rules are on vitamins, so I'm not going to take any vitamins with me. I'll take all the vitamins before I go. I usually take vitamin D, I take zinc, I take fish oil. Yeah, JG, that's a spicy meatball. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. But yeah, so it just, we'll see what's going on. And but yeah, it's been a good day. I got up this morning early. Today is the first full day of spring, right?
Yep.
I got up this morning around 6 o'clock. I went back to bed, but I got up around 6 o'clock. Looked out my front room window, and it was spitting snow. I thought, oh God! So I went back to bed. Got back up a little after 8. I looked out. It wasn't spitting snow, but it was overcast and looked cold. And JG, I sure hope so, because like I said, I'm 72 years old. I've been working off and on since I was 15. Got my first real job, not paper route, first real job. 15, got fired at 15 for my first real job. It was a summer job, and I deserved to be fired. I was a mouthy little punk. And so anyway, I got my next job the next year. I was 16. I kept that job until just before I went in the Navy. So but I've been working a long time. And even when I didn't work, like when I was in school for a while, I didn't work, but I was in school. And there was times where I was in school, including high school, where I worked anywhere from 24 hours to 40. Now in high school, it was usually 24 to 32. But, and even in the Navy, there was times I had my Navy job and I worked part-time. I had a couple part-time jobs. Um, so I've done that. I've worked 2, 3 jobs, usually one full-time and a part-time or two. But sometimes it was just 2 part-time jobs just to get the bills paid. So I've been doing it. Like I said, I've been doing this for years, and it's time to retire. And so I'm just,
Yeah.
hey, folks, I think I'm going to have to end this. I'm needing to go to the CR. So
Yeah.
unless somebody else wants to come up and do this while I've been gone for a while, I'm going to have to go ahead because I know Jerry's probably getting ready to go to bed here in just a little bit.
Yeah, I'm getting. Oh, my Filipino friend wants to chat. The one that lives in Tarlac, so I'm gonna chat a little bit before I go to sleep.
Yeah,
And
that's what I
then,
said. Like I said, you usually got something you got to do.
yeah,
And,
usually bed, but I'll probably be asleep by before 8:30.
yeah, well, like I said, it's kind of hitting me that I need to go sit down for a little bit in the CR.
Yeah,
So I'm going to be
understandable.
gone more in a couple minutes, and so I don't want to keep this just running here silent.
No,
So I
well,
want to thank everybody for coming.
we'll see you all.
Thanks, JG. Take care. And want to remind everybody to be good to each other. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Plus, have fun. All right, everybody. I'm going to end it. Take care. Bye.